Hey guys, it's Natasha and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a paranormal update from my scary stories at work video from a while ago. I hope you're all enjoying this isolation period. If you're not, here is a fun video to watch. So I've been collecting stories. I don't have a ton because we've been closed for a while, but let's just get right into it. So the first story is actually one that I forgot to tell last time. Basically, I was at work and it was just me and one of my coworkers, and we were both in the same room on our laptops, and the iPad was plugged in the back room, but I got an iPad connection request from our iPad. And I looked over and she wasn't on the iPad, I wasn't on the iPad. I have no idea where this connection request came from because there was no one else in the house. The really weird part is that I asked her about it and she was like, oh, maybe it was the ghost. And as soon as she said that, the request just disappeared. So that was weird. Now the ghost knows how to use technology. Anyway, so more current stories. So another one of my coworkers was opening up early one morning, and obviously she was the first one there. And as soon as she walked in, she heard someone say her name, like hi in her name. So like, let's say her name is Jennifer. It's not, but it has the same amount of syllables. So she heard like, hi, Jennifer. And she thought maybe it was like the floorboards creaking, but that's a lot of syllables for a floorboard creak. And then when she was sitting down at the front desk, she heard some shuffling upstairs, which was also a little weird. And then the next story is a little complicated. So we were hosting a French themed party, so we needed to play French music, and our sound system is on Sonos. So we have a phone in the back office that like no one uses. I'm not really sure if it even works, but it just has the Sonos app on it, and so we use that to like control the whole house sound system. So we were looking for French music to play, and none of the French stations were working, but like all the other stations were. So like we would turn on a French station and like the entire system would just shut down after a few minutes, but it wasn't doing that with any of the other stations. So the ghost doesn't like French music. And then we took the phone from the back office, we brought it into the kitchen to like see if we could all like gather around, like see what was happening, and it died. But like the phone is always plugged in the back, like it never gets unplugged because it never gets used. So we have no idea how it lost all of its battery life so quickly. But after it died, it kept playing music. There's no other source, so we have no idea where the music was coming from. And then my last story was about the missing German money. Basically, in one of the mystery rooms, there's this wallet with some fake German bills in it. And so one of my coworkers was running a game in that room, and it was for a bunch of really obnoxious teenagers. And so afterwards, when he was putting the room back together, he couldn't find some stuff. So I came upstairs to go help. It was a lock that we ended up replacing because we had some extra ones, and something else I don't remember. And then one of the German bills, just one. I think there were like 3 or 4 that go in the wallet. So we had another game coming in like right after. So we just replaced the lock and just ran the room as it was. And my group ended up finding the missing lock. So that was good. But they didn't find the missing German money. So the next day we just made a new one and put that in the room exactly where like the rest of it goes. And like that was fine. I ran a game that night. And afterwards I was putting the room back together. And once I was like done, I turned around, and on the bed, which is where everything always ends up being, was a German bill. So I thought, oh my God, I forgot to put that in there. And I like went back and I had to like do all this stuff to like get to the wallet and put it back. But when I did that, I found that there was no missing money. Like all 4 bills were in the wallet. This was the one that had gone missing, and I know it was that one because it was the exact same one that my coworker had made a new copy of. And that was the part that freaked her out because she just like picked a random bill to make and it happened to be the one that was missing. She didn't know that. So yeah, now we just have an extra German bill laying around for no reason. And the thing is, the bed was pretty empty when I turned around and saw it there, so it wasn't like I just didn't see it before. So those are my stories. On to my theory. So, because we've been in isolation for a while now, I've been deep diving into like whatever I can think of. And one day I took a dive into the world of the Fae, fairies and stuff. And I came up with a theory that maybe the ghost isn't actually a ghost, but a fairy, specifically a dryad. So first of all, the ghost likes to steal our things, and specifically in this one specific room, and then give them back later. And that's normally what fairies are known to do. Like, they're the ones who are all mischievous, and they steal things. Like, when you ask for it, they give it back. And that's exactly what the ghost likes to do. And then also, like, I kind of had it in the back of my mind because whenever we talk about like the weird stuff that goes on in the house, one of our coworkers always says like, oh, we have a fairy problem. And I always thought she was joking because we do have like a fairy themed escape room in the house, but maybe not. Maybe we do have a fairy. And then finally, the one thing we tell people all the time when we give tours or we talk about the house is that the woodwork is original. And a long time ago, people used to believe that when you built the house, the spirit of the tree that you built it from kind of like lived on in the house. So my theory is that the fairy living in the house is a dryad, which is a tree spirit. Also, dryads are female, and everyone always senses like a female spirit in the house. Yeah, my theory is that the house is being haunted by a dryad. So thank you for watching. I'm sorry it was such a short video, but I don't have many stories because, like I said, we've been closed. So have a great day or a night. It's nighttime right now, so it's perfect time to tell ghost stories. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.